Okay, well, hello there. It's kind of sad day today because I just realized that my friend tried to set me up for a crime. And YouTube kind of censors these things sometimes if you say it right away. Certain words you can't say, but you know the gang stalkers. You could imagine the kind of crime that they'd set you up for. Well, they'd set you up for lots of kinds of crimes, but you can imagine the one that they want to set you up for most, couldn't you? Well, yeah, you kind of want to save your name to the gang stalkers. I felt that I was embarrassed and I wanted to say to them, you know, you guys don't have it right about me. And what you're thinking is incriminating is not incriminating. Why is this knife here? I was cutting open a box. And if you knew how they set me up, they had this Clydesdale who looked a bit questionable, maybe not. Oh, this is really difficult to say. We were approaching women on the street, and it was this cold approach thing where we had been reading this book called The Game, and so we were going around talking to women and saying, "Hello, I thought you looked cute, and I wanted to meet you." And you approach women like this, and anyways, so I was with a gang stalker doing this, and they had another gang stalker who was a bit of a Clydesdale from behind, covering her face, who I think was a setup to be not old enough. And I wondered about that. I said, okay, I see her from behind. She looks, you know, I'm hesitant. I'm like, I think she's old enough. She looks old enough. My friend, who is the gang stalker, this girl, this Clydesdale, who was also the gang stalker, who I didn't even know she was a Clydesdale until I saw her face. He's saying, "No, go, go," and I'm saying, I don't know," and he's saying, "No, it's fine because she is old enough." He's not saying you think she's old enough. No, no. I mean, he's not saying you think she's not old enough, and I agree she's not old enough, and I'm saying do it anyway. And I'm going, yeah, that's right, she's not old enough, but do it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go do it. And then I see her face, and it's questionably young, and she's a bit freaked out, and I'm like, I'm freaked out too. Okay, this is big mistake. And you know, it's not the same. Okay, when someone knowingly sets you up and says no, that person actually is good age, and you have it incorrect. Okay, that's not the same as saying that person is not proper age and go do it anyway and I'll just follow the order anyway. It's not the same. When you do this, when you do deception, it's not the same. And afterwards, he was telling me, "Oh, I like him. I can't have a daughter because I'd be thinking about you know what all the time." And man, when there was this story in the news about this person who was only such and such old and did this such and such thing with their mom, I just thought that was totally cool. And he's telling me this online after to incriminate me, that he gets me to go do this, and then he tries to incriminate me. And he's my friend. This is like one of my best friends. And I'm saying I deserve to have non creep, non weirdo status because that was an innocent mistake. And I was being lied to. I was being told, no, she is older than it. She is old enough. And they purposely got a Clydesdale for that. Anyways, so I wanted to tell the gang stalkers that to be like, well, you guys just have it wrong about me. And then I was like, well, why would I even tell the gang stalkers about that anyway? Like, who are they? Like they're the ones who they're the ones who literally do an illegal crime. They use someone who's a child to do an illegal crime and try to entrap me into that. And I'm explaining to them, like, no, please, you don't have it right about me. And I'm like, I don't even think I even care about your opinion, really. But there's some gang stalkers who I want your help because I think some gang stalkers are disillusioned by gang stalking and you know it sucks and you know the lengths they go to entrap people. And for those, or you don't actually know that yet. There's some gang stalkers who don't actually know that yet. But for gang stalkers who are stuck in it, I actually do want to say, don't think of me as weirdo or creep, because I did my best and I deserve to have, because my best was good enough. My best was non-weirdo, non-creep. I am a non-weirdo, non-creep, and I deserve to have non-weirdo, non-creep status anywhere I go. And when I was 19, I worked at a camp, and I told one of the campers that he had the hottest girlfriend. And he said, Zach, she's only, you can't say that, wrong girl, she only that. And I was like, I don't want to fuck her. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you have like, good job, okay? And so, those are the only two things I could think of on my file, if you have some philo about me. And otherwise, I've said it all. Like the things that might be on the file, I don't know what it is, but I think I've said it. I think I've said everything. And, well, that's kind of, fucked up. And I had a dad too. And I think he was trying to, fucking not helping me as much as I thought either. Not as good at being a dad as I thought. And I was writing all this on Quora because I get like 1,000 people reading a day, and that's very validating. And then I come here and there's like no one watching, relatively, and that kind of sucks. So, but whatever, I got banned on Quora today, so I'm stuck on offline for 14 days. So that's why I'm coming back here. And then I have this new maybe girlfriend who I might be calling on September 29th or whatever the last day of September is. That's gonna be really fun. And I love her. I don't know if she messaged me back yet. I'm like 50% sure. And otherwise, I mean, everything's pretty normal over here. So let's go to the grocery store. Gonna find the. Yeah, I mean, I want to be able to just not be treated badly. And I did a drug test today. I was negative. I tested for every drug. I thought, I'll bet if they're poisoning me, it's not a drug, it's something else. But I'm not even suspicious I'm being poisoned. I'm suspicious enough I got a drug test, and if I had heavy metal tests, I would do it. But ChatGPT says what I'm experiencing, vomiting or not vomiting, but nauseous, gagging every morning. Very difficult to eat. I don't like to eat. It's not comfortable to eat. Nothing really appeals. And that could just be low blood pressure, hypoglycemia. There's lots of things that could be. And I don't know where my damn wallet is. But I do want to do some push-ups if I'm going to call my new girlfriend. And I want to be kind of healthy. Oh, here's my wallet. Okay. And I do want to make sushi right now. I was imagining my what-if girlfriend today on the chair sitting here. And I was going, can I see your body and like feel your body? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, like that's like, you're my girlfriend. Like, that's really awesome. Like, you're so hot. Like, that's so awesome. And it really hit me. Like, I was just like, wow, like this is so special. But whatever, I'm trying to find something. When I said, yeah, but whatever, I was actually talking to myself. I'm saying, yeah, but whatever, I don't need to find this thing. Okay. Oh, and I was like 20 when that pickup artist thing happened. I was like 25, I think, about then. Something like that. Okay. And then afterwards, family was like, "You're not gonna fuck you know what, are you?" And I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck? Where did that come from?" Just a random family member says that on the phone. "You're not gonna fuck you know what, are you?" I said, "What? Why did he say that? Like, what are you talking about?" And I was like deeply disturbed. Like, why would you fucking say that? And you feel guilty like you did it. And they're fucking trapping you. The same person who's trapping you is telling you afterwards that they like the thing that they're trapping you into. Like, that's hypocritical. That's totally criminal. And so when I noticed that my dad even was doing that, because I thought, well, my dad is the God. He's the best guy alive. And he is the supreme master of the universe. And he is not having to take orders from anyone. He's my dad. No, my dad gives your dad orders. Don't you know anything? My dad is King Kong. Don't you know anything? And then meanwhile, I'm like, you know what? He was probably just another gang stalker. And here I thought he's bullying me, and I'm going to him for help and saying, "Oh, this is all fucked up and I don't know what's wrong." And he's going, "Yeah, just take meds. Yeah, you got to take meds now. Every time. You got to take meds." And I was intuitively aware that that was not the answer. And I felt almost not betrayed, but you are an idiot, I think. Or I blamed myself that I suck, everything's my fault. But I never saw it. And this friend who I was doing this pickup artist thing with, which really, it's not like you try to manipulate people, and because if you learn about pickup artistry, the first thing you'll learn is that you're supposed to say a neg, like N-E-G. I'm not being racist. And that's like you be mean to the person and you try to bully them, and then they like you. And but we were just doing approaching, like just hello, and it wasn't the point to say like, okay, let's find the age of consent and then go for the youngest ones we can. That wasn't the point at all. But they fucking tried to make that the point. And that friend, he's a genius. He skipped a grade. He's really smart. He's really rich. He's crazy smart, crazy rich. And every time he talks to me, he says like long paragraphs that you're insane, you're totally insane. Wow, you're just totally nuts. I'd never talk to you if you're not on meds. Totally nuts. I love The Truman Show. It's my favorite movie. I love The Truman Show. Anyway, you're totally nuts, dude. Totally nuts. And this is like my best friend telling me this. And I don't realize that I'm so stupid. He's telling me, yes, I'm a gang stalker. Yes, you're being gang stalked. Oh my God, don't you get it? Don't you get it? I'm really hoping that you end up like Michael Douglas in The Game at the end of it, and you realize, okay? I hope you fucking realize. And I'm like, I don't even get it. And I'm thinking, okay, you guys tried to entrap me into a sex crime, and you guys tried to fucking ruin my life, and you guys maybe even tried to recruit me by asking me to steal a car, which I said no. And you gave me the option to join your fucking F club that I won't say the word. And I said no. And I was so mad at you. But actually, you were just following orders, and I don't actually think that the Nazis were guilty. I mean, Osho doesn't think so either. And I feel the same way about the people who break into our house. A lot of the gang stalkers who do bad things, they are actually just following orders. And if they don't follow orders, someone will kill them. And that actually counts as human trafficking. And the ones who I actually am angry at, like in the Nazis, for example, they killed all the gang stalker Nazis, but they didn't kill the handlers. All the Nazis who got executed were gang stalkers. And the higher up ones were all handlers, and none of the handlers got caught. And that was actually wrong. The handlers had more accountability, more responsibility, and the lowest ones got punished. And so when a gang stalker, for example, breaks into our house, and there's one who I think, I won't even say where I think he lives because I don't even want other gang stalkers to be mad at that person. When I see that person, I don't even get angry at him because I think you're just being forced to do it, and I don't blame the messenger. Who I actually blame is someone who is not following the rules. Because according to the rules of gang stalking, you're supposed to just follow people around in your car and spy on them in their house. You're not supposed to kill them. You're not supposed to identity fraud them. You're not supposed to, do other sick crimes when they're kids and all the things that they do. And so if people take it upon themselves to go above and beyond the role of gang stalking and use their power to be abusive, then I find those people to be deserving of punishment, just like the higher ups at the head of the snake. I'd say go to whoever is at the top and punish them, and everyone else is just the slave. But among the slaves, the ones who don't follow the orders and use the power they have as a method of exploiting people, punish them too. And so if gang stalkers are fucking breaking into the house or whatever the fuck, but they're just following the orders and they're not actually going above and beyond to hurt me, then I actually forgive them and I actually love them. Like my fucking best friend and dad, who basically, and my girlfriend, who all set me up. Like, how fucked is that? Could you imagine that? And then as I'm being destroyed, my girlfriend is leaving me because I'm being destroyed. Because I'm fucking being destroyed. She's leaving me. I have to put the camera down. The cops are here. How fair is that? And then with this new girlfriend, if I do have her, I don't know if she messaged me back. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna keep the camera down because the cops are in front of me, but so I'm pretty intense right now. I need to calm down. Oh man. Anyways, so if this new girlfriend, what I think is a good gift I can give to her is I'm aware of what gang stalking is, and therefore she doesn't have to feel guilty that I'm being as hurt by her or even hurt by her at all, like she would be if she dated a TI who didn't know they were a TI. So due to my intelligence and my tenacity that I figured out what gang stalking is, she now has the option to have a boyfriend who she cannot feel guilty for hurting, because she's basically just like a TI, except she has Tourette's. Like she doesn't literally have Tourette's, but she's a gang stalker, so she has to say stuff that's nutty, and it sounds basically just like she has Tourette's, and judging her for that, I could just say, well, she has Tourette's. That's my girlfriend with Tourette's, and that's fine. That's mental illness, and that's fine. And I'm proud of myself for that. So, anyways, we're gonna go in and get some groceries. Yeah, and there's some other girls I like too. This one is the one who's been talking to me the most. And I really like her too. So anyway, see you later. Okay, I'm back. I just washed my hair and I'm hypomanic. What do you think about that? Here's something funny. I was playing Prince of Persia, and this guy in the Prince of Persia game is really kind of gay looking. And it's kind of funny because he doesn't pretend to be gay, or he doesn't pretend. Yeah, he doesn't act like he's not. He's like, I'm straight, basically. but he's actually super gay. And so I was like pretending to be him, like massaging my body, like, oh, I'm Prince of Persia. And then they stole my Prince of Persia game, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm hypomanic a bit, and that's fine. That's what happens when you're gang stalked, actually. And I would be thinking, well, I should just wait till I'm not hypomanic and make a video then. But I can actually communicate effectively while I'm hypomanic. I'm just a little bit hypomanic. So it's fine. And well, I got some good food. We're going to make some food over here. And, I was thinking, who am I even saying this for? I'm all justifying myself and defending my life. For who? For people who made a guy chase me when I was 13 to try and sucky? To chase me, like scare me. Not just, excuse me, sir, are you age of consent? Because if you are, I'd like to go on. It was like, get ya at the cemeteries, corner ya, intentionally scare ya. While all these gang stalkers watch. And here I am. These gang stalkers are calling me sex criminal. And they're probably calling me other criminal too. Like, I have been doing drugs since I was 25 about. Psychedelics. I don't sell them. They probably saying I'm a drug dealer. And I'm like, I'm defending myself to these people. Like, oh, please, don't think I'm Mr. Bad. Come on. And I'm like, I'm just like, really? But then there's some gang stalkers who I like, and there's some who are not mean and who don't even want to do it, frankly. And I know they've heard a bunch of shit about me. And frankly, if they believe that when they know what it's like to be forced into gang stalking, I'd say that they believe nonsense about me because they actually feel guilty for being a gang stalker, and it's actually easier to believe something bad about someone. And even if that's your case, I also understand that, and I also forgive you because I know that you're a little bit mentally ill for real, diagnosed mentally ill, and I understand that too. So, and I understand why you were diagnosed mentally ill too, because you were forced that way. And I understand that all murders and all rapes and all crimes are because of gang stalking. And the fact that some people don't understand that all suicides and all mental illness and all rapes and all murders are because of gang stalking, the fact that some people don't understand that is really nuts. Really crazy nuts. Do you know what I mean? So I got some new vegan mayonnaise and got some pitas, some tortillas. Some chicken. I can't eat. I can't eat. I'm sick. There's something wrong with my stomach. And then this guy Joel Henson, he just got shingles. He's paralyzed on his face. He's competitive eater. He's not that famous, but if you watch competitive eating channel, you will know Joel Henson. And he is in poor country right now, and he has paralyzed face. And I commented to him, it's easier for them to poison you in poor country, the gang stalkers. And I think he's gang stalked because people are always talking loud around him. Cars are going by, going vroom, vroom, vroom. People having awkward, weird conversations around him. Like, oh, hey, Gary. Ha, 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 ha. Gary. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, the tree was big. Something like that. And pretty weird. So I told him, I think you're gang stalked. And he seems like the type. There's some people who are the type. Who you can see they have a certain innocence in them. In a gang stalker's eyes, typically, or maybe not typically, but in at least the gang stalkers who make it really obvious that they're gang stalkers, there's a sort of aggression to them. It's a sort of, I think frenetic is the word. Like they're turbo mode. Like they're actually scared of you. That's really what it looks like. It looks like they're scared of you. And you think, why are you scared of me? And why are you attacking me? Why are you lying about me? And why are you having fun? Why are you having fun doing this? None of this makes sense. If you're scared, how are you having fun? I don't know, but there's such a thing as nervous laughter. There's such a thing as someone who's laughing and they seem really scared and they also seem really psychopathic. You know, not like a victim, like, I'm scared, like nervous laugh, but like cackling, like you think they're actually literally coming in their pants. I actually thought that about someone today. That, oh, that's what it is. Like literally, like, oh, that's really what it is. And they're just like, oh, okay. I wanted to ask ChatGPT, but I could almost guess what it would say. It would say, well, some people can orgasm without physical stimulation, and it is a mental thing. 2 people have done this. One was a real jerk, I think, and someone who is inappropriately aged to be doing that, I think, unless she's just tiny physique person. And another one was a gang stalker who laughed like that at someone who just killed themselves. That uncontrollable laugh where it just pops out of you, that kind of laugh. Really upsetting. Now, I have forgiven those people, and I'm actually not angry at them. So even though they might be watching, like literally poisoning me too, I don't know. I don't care anymore, actually. I don't have hatred towards you, whoever you are, and I'm not talking to those people in particular. I'm talking to everyone. When you're gang stalker, and that's my gift, that I don't have to hate you. That's actually like really amazing. Like you actually don't even understand what I'm saying. Like you actually would be lucky if you understood what it's like to be tortured and then not hate the people who did it. Like you actually can't understand that, I don't think. And well, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be a jerk. And maybe you can understand it if your parents, fucked you when you were whatever. I understand that too. So maybe you can understand what it's like to forgive someone who doesn't deserve it. Maybe you can understand that. And in fact, a lot of you are such victims because you're children and being forced to do this, that you do understand what it's like. Because it's super unfair that you did that to you, even though you were the one having fun like a weird vulture creep. It's still unfair that they did that to you. You didn't have the fucking logical acumen or whatever, the logical understanding. Your brain, your experience, your mileage, even if you're enlightened, your mileage, your understanding of how things are was not good enough to have context. And the fact that they made you do that is bad. And the fact that they tried to entrap me into that is good, because I exposed all of them. And that's why they tried to kill me. That's why they tried to kill me. No, they were trying to kill me anyway, for insurance money. You know why they really wouldn't try? You know why they were really trying to kill me? Because I wouldn't join their fucking bigot club. Because I wouldn't join their fucking bigot fucking club. Because I wouldn't join their fucking bigot child fucking club and their organ trafficking fucking child fucking club. I wouldn't join their child organ trafficking club. I just wouldn't join. And it's illegal if you're not to be near children. I just wouldn't join. I guess they just wanted to kill me then. Well, I wasn't Michael Douglas, was I? No, I wasn't Michael Douglas. Unfortunately, I wasn't Michael Douglas at the end of the game. So better put an better put an insurance policy on your life. Hey, you better put fake CSAs about the person, huh? Totally asset strip them. And what kind of fucking gang stalkers don't even understand this stuff? What kind of gang stalker gets a community service from another gang stalker and believes it? You'd have to be fucking stupid insane to believe another gang stalker once you are a gang stalker, because you know what it is then. So these idiot fucking toothpaste heads around us, some of them, they're like, oh, derp, 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 with their derp, dumb doy language. saying things that I can tell they authentically believe about me. And I'm like, you know what? You're so gross. You are gross as fuck. Gross as fuck. And I get it why you would be the one who would say, let me punish someone. Let someone take the blame for the fact that only a gross criminal guy would want to impregnate me. That only a gross retard slophead, a fucking broken dude, would want to impregnate me. Let me just take revenge on someone for that. So I can feel like I'm tough and big and I matter. You know, and I'm sorry that I'm hypomanic, okay? There is another gang stalker who I watch who she's hypomanic a lot, I think. And I don't want to be like her. I love her so much, but I don't want to be like her because I don't want to be hypomanic, okay? I do not like this. Being hypomanic is a mental illness and I do not like it. So I'm hypomanic because today I realized that my ex-best friend and my dad and my ex-girlfriend set me up. Or they tried to. And everyone else. And that's the point. That literally everyone tried to kill us. Everyone we know actually tried to kill us. And except for some people. But basically basically everyone tried to kill us and we survived. And they never apologized. And we have that actually happened to us in our psychology now. And that's pretty hard to deal with. And we are like Michael Douglas in that we understand. So it's better now. But they were going to kill us. That's where it would have led. And they would have said, oh my God, he was such a great guy at the funeral. Oh my God, we don't know what happened. It was mental illness. And they would have all done it. It would have been the whole fucking neighborhood. Everyone. Like, everyone. And, you know, there's probably like 10 or 20% of people who are like full-time gang stalkers. And then everyone else, they just get the CSA and the non-disclosure. And they're just like the person who works at the store. And it's like everyone. They all know. So who are you even trying to defend yourself to? Like the whole crew of criminals? And then you think, is there anyone out there who is just a fucking regular person? Just like, is this a regular person out there who's not a criminal? Like, is that allowed? No, it's not. No, you have to be a criminal. If you want to fit in, you have to be a criminal, for real. That's actually the truth. And so what? You know, I might have a hot girlfriend, and if I don't, that's going to be painful. If she's just there to hurt me, that's going to be painful. And if she has no ability, whether she's there to hurt me or not, whether the handler decides whether she's my girlfriend or not, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to be a different self than myself just to appease a handler to get permission that she can be with me. Like, if I say stuff that the handler will be like, okay, she has to break up with you now, that's fine. I don't care. And so that's a good place to be. Like, I love her and we're going to have phone date on the last day of the month if she messaged me back, which I don't know, which I'm 50% sure because someone messaged me, but I don't know who it is. And so we're going to have phone date then if it is her on the last day of the month. And I'm pretty excited. And I believe she's a gang stalker. And I'm really sorry if she's not, but I think she is. I can't change what I believe. It's funny, my mom was like, well, go out for a bike ride if you're afraid of being poisoned because I'll be home and I'll make sure nothing happens. And I laughed. I literally laughed out loud. I was like, I think you would poison me too. But that's kind of hard to tell someone if, you know, especially if she's a TI. She might be a TI, but I think gang stalkers get gang stalked too. Like, if she doesn't do a good job at hurting me, then when her and I are going out for a car ride, the gang stalkers will hurt both of us. That's what I think. So, who knows? But whatever she is, I love her. You know, I love my family. And I just started loving them again after like 5 years because I thought they were all trying to kill me for 5 years, which they were, I think. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, you know, a lot of them. So, you know, some of them I'm unsure. Some of them I'm more sure. And just with everyone else, just hating people in general, it was pretty difficult to hate everyone in general. And then now I just suddenly forgive them. Because Osho says that forgiveness is a miracle that happens to you when your forgiveness reaches someone that it doesn't deserve. If they don't deserve your forgiveness, then you will have a miracle that happens to you when your forgiveness actually reaches to them and they go, oh, you know what? I actually was being really bad to you and I had no clue. And I'm really happy that you told me that. And now that I know, I won't even do that to you. I'm actually your friend now. I'm actually very grateful to you that you showed me that I was making that mistake. When you can do that, that means the miracle happens to you. And I think that has happened with like fucking 50 people around town. I think the miracle happened to me times 50. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so loved. This is so what I want. I'm like fucking exactly the cult leader I've always wanted to be. And this is perfect. This is so fucking perfect. And I have the hottest girlfriend in the country. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking cool. So, anyways, I had a hard time at the grocery store today. I had to talk to someone and make eye contact, and I was pretty rude. I can't do it. I was just like, "Do you have a bag?" Like, I was like not nice, and I was kind of I didn't care, but I was embarrassed. Like, I can talk to my mom nice now. I can talk to you nice. I can't talk to my mom's boyfriend nice. I'm scared of him. I'm scared of people. I'm actually scared of most people. I'm not scared of our tenant. I'm not scared of my mom. I'm not scared of my cousin. And there's like a handful of other people I'm not scared of. And then I can talk friendly to you. And that's really nice. I couldn't talk friendly to even a single person for a long time, except for maybe some people, but only telepathically. And oh shit. And so what really sucked is when I was hating myself, and then I thought even Osho hates me. Blaming myself for all this stuff, all these entrapment things, feeling like a dirty fucking criminal looking over my shoulder. Really not seeing how far they go beneath dignity, how far they go to trick you. And they don't only want to trick you to get you arrested or take your shit or just marry you and have you as a slave, literally live with you and live off the subjugation of you being lesser than them, like fucking Cinderella story. But they want you to hate yourself too. They want you to blame yourself. And that's not an insult against all gang stalkers. That's an insult against gang stalking as an institution. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're a gang stalker and you hate gang stalking, I like you. If you're a gang stalker, you like gang stalking, I hate you. And that's about it. And if you're a gang stalker, you follow the rules of whatever you're supposed to do, I don't hate you. And if you're a gang stalker and you don't follow the rules and you use the rules to exploit people, I hate you. But really, even more than that, that's only what I would do if I was kind of foolish. I think I'm a bit foolish sometimes, but it would be even better to not hate any of them no matter what. And that's not trying to be like a fucking Jesus Christ, like, oh, I just don't hate anyone. It's actually better not to hate anyone because it fucking sucks to hate people. And sometimes I'm there. When I have the love of enough people, sometimes I'm there. And I see the gang stalkers who are real toothpaste heads, and I think, you actually are so lost that God help you. And so anyways, well, that's about it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, bye-bye.